But it's important, dude.
Okay, yeah.
You tell me everything you just told me a minute ago, please.
Okay, you've got to re-record it,
I
right?
have to.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay,
Okay, I'm recording.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so
Here's my ear. $5 for your time. Boom. All right, speak, please.
okay. So I have to use what they call on the street blues, which is a shortening of these blue pills with the Malindroit French pharmaceutical company pressing on the pill. And what they're made out of is fentanyl, which is a synthetic opioid derivative related to oxycodone. So they call them pseudo oxycodone blues because it's PSEUDO. And that means kind of a false, it looks like it because it's been put in the press of a different pharmaceutical molecule has been put in there. And that molecule is made up of a methylene unit length equivalent to Ritalin, which is the brand name of the pharmaceutical that really originally made it. But what that is methylphenidate, and it's usually hydrochloride, which is a conjugate salt, which has connects to the nitrogen molecule, which is the heteroatom that goes onto the middle of the wherever the nitrogen is. It's in the middle of where the three links. It's like the upside down letter Y. It's hard to draw. It's like that.
Okay, I got you.
And what that does is it allows the conjugate salt to enter and turn the stimulant action of the methylphenidate, the Ritalin, into an opioid pain reliever. Actually, I call it a painkiller. It just means it takes away the pain that would normally just be relieved by like acetaminophen, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug type herbal supplement like Tylenol, which is actually acetaminophen, and they call it a longer name in the international is IUPAC name, which is abbreviated APAP. They call it APAP. But anyway, it's a G-coupled protein receptor agonist, which by agonism it means it has no real known geometric observable shape without an electron microscope. And that's like magnifying glass that they use in science classes. And what that shows is it links to the axons and the dendrites, which are linked into the brain in between the electrical firings, which record just like on your computer screen, but inside your own mind, in like and allow thoughts and words to come out. But you don't notice it happen as on such a small infinitesimal level. It's just like sounds, or you don't even hear them. It's like a smell, or it's like a taste. And those things give us all of our senses. So I have to use this as a supplement where I inhale it through a pipette cylinder on aluminum foil, and I use the lighter to there's a two-sided to the aluminum tin foil, and aluminum and tin are two different elements, and one I think makes more sound than the other. I think that's the only difference. One's quiet, one makes sound, but also there is a silver that burns, which they use to wrap food with. But this is the kind that you cook on like baking sheets, so it might actually be tin foil and aluminum foil, but they always say aluminum foil when you buy it at the store. So I don't know about that part, but I know by the feel and the texture which one is right. And you light it and the back turns black, and that's nothing more than the change of the butane fuel.
Okay, dude, you need a ride, bro. I want to help you somehow. I need to help you.
I just need to get one of these pills.
I can help you find one.
Okay.
But I don't know what you got hanging from yourself, all this weird shit.
These are extra pairs of shoes that I have tied by laces on here. I have a cardboard sign that I just write with an ink pen. That says anything. Oh, that one isn't written on, but I had another one that says anything helps. If I have another ink pen, I can write that. I hold it at the side of the road. Cars drive by and people hand me money, put them down and out, and that's how I pay for it, because it's not even over the counter. It's not even what they call OTC. It's not even behind the counter. It's not even by prescription in this country.
Okay.
Ever since the pharmaceutical companies have been raided, the presses have been taken over by the cartels, because that's, at least some of them have been stolen. Other companies have new presses, but these M's, you just don't find that way anymore. It's like when they called the different presses on there, they went from the OCs to the OGs, like the letter O, the letter G, the letter O, the letter C, and we didn't do the same effect. So they must have done something with the chemistry that made a different molecule in there. And that's why I have to take these here in the United States of America, in this state of the United States of America.
Do you believe in an out of this Earth intelligence, or is it all like a projection coming out within inside me?
Oh, well, I believe it's a little bit of both, and it's all depending on what state of mind we bring it to, because when we go to sleep, we can sometimes take into ourselves what we learned from that, and then that thing's sense of individuality outside yourself will continue on out into its realms, and we have an interaction, and we have friendships through those interactions. Eventually we'll see each other in a form that has we haven't ever seen anything like it ever before. I mostly see repeated human faces that have like something very definite. Everything, people feel very real around me that way. But I'm doing that to make sure, like Abraham from the Bible, that a new species can come in and not feel alienated, an extraterrestrial alien. And illegal aliens have always been in a bit extraterrestrial, in that they don't walk on the floor and they're not inside vehicles like give me a ride in a car. They're something else entirely. And I don't mean by tires, like tires like we have in our car, you know. But we have rubber on the end of our shoes to walk around, because that's the aliens trying to get in, and the lightning and things like that, and those effects, and people disappearing and missing persons on the sides of milk cartons. And we're trying to re-give birth to them by eating certain foods and stuff. It's called, so.
What do you think the girls are that are missing?
The girls that are missing, well, I think a lot of them are just scared because they don't know what comes out of them, because aliens try to come out of us in different ways, and some girls have affinity towards other things. Some of them had nightmares about ancient times, long time ago. Like, you know how you have teeth, and if a boy kind of puts his mouth on there, they're afraid they might bite. Like fellatio, they call it, oral sex, fellatio, and they call it the dentures, the teeth, dentites. People are afraid of like vagina dentata, but there's also for oral dentata. We know fellatio dentata might exist, but there's people with dentures they can take out, and there's all sorts of issues, and that's why we're at the times, I believe, at the end times, where the aliens might eventually know that we have certain substitutions that we need to do. The way we did it as humans, look this way, but they don't have to come out that way. We know that birth defects weren't defects at all, but we had to love them back into life. And if you gave birth to like a lizard, would you be able to love it until it could talk? Type of thing.
Okay. You're awesome.
Thank you.
You really are. Okay?
Yeah.
And I would help you in any other way than provide you that bullshit, because you don't need it. You understand me?
Some of that stuff was like, but those are real worries that some people out there I don't have. That's why I think I can just walk across the street and probably get this with $3 you can help me with. After I go get it, may I come sit with you and talk with you some more?
Bro, I was want you to be okay no matter what, but I'm always open to hear your intelligence.
Okay.
And you're brilliant.
You want to shake hands, or are you?
Yeah, that's fine, bro. Okay?
Yeah.
Love you, dude.
I love you too, my friend.
Okay?
Yeah.
I appreciate you and your time.
Yeah. And hands too will eventually become tools that we can do things with things.
Yes.
But I'm also nursing the hands in this world.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Later, brother.
Yeah.